repeat or chat relay? What would you call it?
I don't know. I've never heard of it. I don't know. I don't know. Shoutcast. There's a shoutcast.
Locations. This is it. It says relay chat between locations. Spread groups chat together. Widely spread groups chat together. Something to that effect.
Okay, so how does that work then?
It's called Bright Chat Relay. That people chat to each other across any distance, even on adjoining sims. I'll give it a try.
Sounds a useful tool.
Okay, yes.
I will screen share. I would screen share until you take over the screen sharing container.
Yep. Okay. So I will give everything, yes.
Like as usual.
Is it about time we should...
Like as usual that we record the session.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know all your names,
Bronwyn's
but
out in the sandbox.
how many people are from Group 1? Could you maybe write it in the chat and just say Group 1? How many people are you from Group 1? Please write it in the chat. Okay. Yes. Okay, but that's just a brief summary. Yes. And what about Group 2? Could we hear small stages about your doings?
Disno, do you want to report a little? Just to mention that we meet again on Tuesday at 9 p.m. GMT or 1 p.m. SLT. If anybody still hasn't got a group, is most happy to join us.
Yep. Okay, let us hear Group 3, small stages of your doings. I'm going to take a new round with you guys here, and I'm going to, because I mean, English is my second language, and we are language teachers, and it's important also to get into the vocabulary of filming, like shots. Okay, Group 3, the same list as before, yes, wide shot, close up, zoom, pan, follow avatar, yes. Medium shot, group shot, individual face shot, yes. Yeah. That's around Group 3 and Group 4. Almut and Alfonso, have you any special consideration around that in your groups and your story? Besides what already been put down there?
History behind the name?
Yes, I know this story.
Ah, okay.
It's from the Western.
I love it. Yeah, from the Western.
Yes.
The United States.
Please tell us.
And the lack of money.
Please tell us.
So,
Please share it.
Please tell us.
okay, I will try. Okay, in Western you have the typical situation of the shooting before a shooting starts, between two revolver heroes. You have a certain way to take them by the camera, namely that you see almost the half person, and namely from the head to the holster where the gun is on the right or left side of the shooter. And this is called the American. It is not a total. It is actually, in fact, a subtotal which shows the upper leg still, but not the lower leg and the feet.
Mm-hmm. And but the thing is, do you know why? Because that's what was my point. Yeah, that's the shot. It's from the top of the head until the knees, you know. And they did that in that times because the studios didn't have enough money to pay for the boots.
Okay.
for the cowboy boots.
Oh,
So that's the
Okay.
interesting part of the name. So they called American shorts because actually was because they didn't have the money for the boots, for the leather boots
There you
for cowboys.
Yes. Okay, thanks for sharing. Yes, we have been a small round. I heard about it. I mean, you're not so conscious about your angles, but I think still you should make an extra column when in all your great storyboards to be very conscious about that to get it. I'm going to put something in the chat now, a link where we
Okay, do you hear me again?
Hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, great, Jens. Please take over.
Yes. Okay, it's very loud and clear here. Yes, you are able to see the screen now, and you can see again the shortcut list here. And now I'm going to share my screen here. This one here, it should come here. Stop sharing this, and I will start here. Share my screen and my desktop. Okay, and now my second life should be coming up. Okay, can anybody say something, or just to tell me if you can hear me and see me?
We can see your desktop nicely, and we can see you sitting at the table in the Alice in Wonderland scenery, the holiday, well, the build
Yes.
there.
And you can hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you in Adobe Connect.
Yes.
Nice,
Okay,
loud
great.
and clear.
Okay. Yes, great. Now I will start my my Camtasia. And of course, now you see here the recording button and the things here. The great thing is that you can decide the size of it. Can you see here? I have some hover over thing. I don't see that on my stationary computer. It say free party horn. I can't get that away with this laptop here. But besides that, it's important that you decide what you want, and it saves you at the same time. You can have your chat going here. You can see here what's going on at the same time, and you can move it over. That's very important, that when you have your record, and that you can talk to people, chat, and for information about this and that. Now I'm going to minimize that.
Can I ask you, Jens, perhaps to explain how you got to this recording button screen?
Okay, yes. Okay, I will then close this one here down here, and I will go to my, you can see what's going on here on the left side. Can you see my Camtasia up here at the top here?
We can see your clicking on Windows 7, the navigation with your programs.
Yes.
We can see you clicking on Camtasia.
Now, yes. Okay, see, it says Camtasia Studio 8. Here I have just my recording the screen, like you saw before. Stop and sure I want to delete, yes, delete, yes. Okay, here it's clean, and I can see the volume from my audio is all right, and I told you about the size, where it should be here. I can move this around here. Adjust it. you want your video to be? I wanted that YouTube thing. YouTube 16:9. Here. Okay, 1280 by 720, that's a standard. Okay, now this is my file down here, and I can move it of course. Now, at the moment you can see it's not the whole area is not covered, and that's very important because I decided the size now. I pull in the corners. But the thing here, I can even say, no, I don't want that part. I just wanted this part here. So, and you see it's still covered the black background. And there are some over here which are not going. So that's going to be the part I'm going to start with here. And we can of course have it to see here.
Separate video from audio. It's the 5th or 6th from the bottom. It says separate video and audio.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, sorry. Yeah, I got it now. Now here, yeah, we are able to, should be able to, it should be separated now. Yeah, that's the thing here. I don't want this part here. So I can delete it. This part here is now separated. Because I don't want, I want to make a but all that is I put that away. I don't want that. I could. So what you should decide now is where do you want your scenes. Now here, for instance, you go up here and then you come to this called split.
For split to work, yeah, you have to select the video.
Yes. Now I had cut them away. So that's where I start. And then you could say, okay, but here, for instance, here, I would like a bit of movement. Then you go up to this part here called zoom and pan. I wouldn't go into all the other details, but zoom and pan is where you can keep some very interesting, some movement. Now here, you say zoom and pan, then you come up this one here, and you can see here, I say, I want like very much this part here to Alfonso. I move a bit here, okay, and then I go here and say, okay, I would like very much a bit of zoom in there. I just keep it to cover the black there. Now you see a little bit blue button coming up here. Now that's a zoom thing. You pull in that, and let's say the speed. Okay, you can see from now here. Here it comes, a beautiful zoom in and movement from actually you close up. So that gives you a lot of freedom in that sense.
This big speaker icon.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
that's
sorry,
it, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, and at the very top it says enable volume leveling. When you check mark that one, then Camtasia will level all of the sounds of the various speaking volumes in one go.
Yeah, that's smart. Again, it does a lot of work.
I used to spend hours to level different input levels before you know, finding an auto leveler. Auto leveler is what it's called.
I don't use it very much that because I'm on my this is my laptop and I use my stationery. It's already been set up for years ago, and I never go back and once seem to.
Does anybody else have really cool tips on how to use Camtasia that Jens can just demonstrate maybe?